Congratulations, class of 2021. You have been through some of the most difficult times of any graduating class in the U.S., and yet you still have been very, very successful. You persevered, you did the work, you did what you needed to do in order to get your degree, your diploma, or your certificate today, and I'm just very, very proud of the fact that I'm able to sit here and tell you how much I appreciate what you do and where you're going to go. A lot of you have a very, very bright future in front of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing great things with the class of 2020 from Somerset Community College. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to Dr. Aaron Thompson, the President for the Council on Post-Secondary Education and your commencement speaker for this year. Dr. Thompson is a passionate advocate for higher education. We've seen it in his work and what he represents for the state of Kentucky. As a first-generation college student from rural Clay County, Kentucky, he has experienced firsthand the transformational power of college credentials. As president of the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, he works to ensure all Kentuckians have an equal opportunity to improve their lives through post-secondary education. Before taking the helm of CPE, Dr. Thompson served as the interim president of Kentucky State University and CPE executive vice president and provost, as well as faculty member and administrator for Eastern Kentucky University. He has extensive leadership experience within the private and nonprofit sectors and is highly sought after as a national speaker. Dr. Thompson has authored or co-authored numerous books and peer-reviewed publications that are covering topics such as diversity, cultural competence, and in first-year programs, retention, and student success. Among other topics, in 2019, he was inducted into the Kentucky Civil Rights Hall of Fame. Dr. Thompson has received a doctoral degree in sociology from the University of Kentucky with an emphasis on organizational leadership, and he's earned a master's degree in industrial sociology from the University of Kentucky and a bachelor's degree in political science from Eastern Kentucky University. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Thompson.
Hello, my name is Aaron Thompson, and I'm the president of the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education. And for those who don't know what that means, I am the head of higher education for Kentucky. It is my great honor and privilege to be with you today, although virtually, to offer my congratulations and encouragement as you take the next step in your education or career. I wish I could have delivered this speech in person, and I know you probably would have preferred to receive your credential in the usual way. But isn't it great how we're reimagining these ceremonies and these milestones? It takes creativity to pull off a commencement during a pandemic, and I would like to thank President Castle and his staff for their ingenuity and planning to make this happen for you and for all of us in Kentucky. Because this is taped, my speech will probably be considerably shorter than your typical commencement address, which is, I promise you, an added bonus, as you'll see toward the end. But seriously, I want to offer not only my congratulations, but my thanks for having the grit and determination that you have showed to finish your credential. To all of your partners, parents, friends, families, teachers, bosses, and mentors who offered guidance and support along the way, I want to give a big shout out to you. Thank you for helping these students achieve this dream. You've helped these graduates achieve something powerful and transformative that will not only improve their lives, but the economy and the quality of life for all of Kentucky. The message of my address today is simple. Higher education matters. I know you know it, or you wouldn't be here. But as I've traveled across the state and talking to a variety of folk, high school students, families, and other Kentuckians, as an example, I've been quite surprised by the knee-jerk reaction that this simple assertion often provokes. The skeptics usually say one of two things. The first is, not everyone needs to go to college, and some people just aren't college material. The second is college is too expensive, it isn't worth the cost. If I do nothing else today, I hope to thoroughly debunk these two arguments. The decision you made to further your education was a good one, and it will benefit you in ways that go way beyond the amount of money you're going to make. Let's consider the first argument, first of all. People who say not everyone needs to go to college usually follows up with, well, there's just a lot of people who'd be better off learning a trade. Well, guess what? To learn most of these trades, or at least learning those trades in Kentucky, you need to go to a community or technical college. College is not just a 4-year residential experience at a university. College is any high-value education or training experience after high school. Now, it's true that everyone may not want or need to pursue a 4-year degree. But if you want to prepare for a job that offers a good salary with good opportunities for advancement, you will need some education or training beyond high school. Already, COVID-19 is making us reconsider the long-term security of many jobs. The jobs hit hardest by this pandemic are minimum wage positions in the hospitality and retail sectors. Many of these jobs disappeared during the pandemic and may not ever return. Jobs in manufacturing and transportation are being automated now and into the future. And instead, as an example, I just can't imagine this. Instead of delivering packages or working on an assembly line, we will be really soon repairing robots and operating drones. On the other hand, people working in positions that do require a college degree are not only surviving, they're thriving. They've been able to work remotely and safely from home during this time. And they've been continuing to draw a paycheck while doing so. More importantly, they are best positioned to take advantage of the jobs that are coming in the future. Now, what do I mean by that phrase? A recent report by the Georgetown Center on Education and the Workforce found that 99% of all jobs created since the 2009 Great Recession required some level of post-secondary education. This trend is only expected to accelerate. By completing your credential at Somerset Community College, you are more prepared for the future of work. If you go on to complete further education and training, even more doors will be open for you. So, given the variety of the college credentials that are currently existing, the many types of college experiences that are available, and the future of work, I think we can agree that college is, in fact, for everyone. Why wouldn't we encourage every one of us to continue to learn and master new skills? Not just immediately after high school, but throughout our entire lives, like I do still myself. Why wouldn't we want to set everyone up for success in the future economy? Now, the second argument I'll address is this idea that college may no longer be worth the cost. You may have noticed there's a lot of stories in the media about massive student loan debt that keeps this narrative going. But stories about students who borrow $100,000 or more to complete college, that's just not the norm. I'm not disputing that college has gotten more expensive and that student loan debt isn't a problem. In fact, it is in many cases. A big part of my job is to advocate for more state funding for higher education so you and your families are not bearing the brunt of the rising cost. For a fact, we need college in Kentucky to be more affordable, fully agree. But at the same time, we need more people to understand the true cost of college. It may not be really as much as you think, especially after you consider Pell Grants, scholarships, and other financial aid that actually goes to your account. My staff recently published a report to determine the return on investment for a college credential. They found that the average cost of an associate degree in Kentucky was about $30,000. A bachelor's degree was about $55,000. Now, that's a pretty big investment, no doubt. But let's consider the dividends. In Kentucky, that $30,000 investment in an associate degree will earn you, on average, nearly $500,000 more than that high school diploma would have earned you. That $55,000 investment in a baccalaureate degree will earn you about $1.2 million more than that high school credential. But that's just the economic benefits. When you enrolled in SCC, you increased your odds for a better, more rewarding life. And year after year, research published by places like the College Board shows that college graduates enjoy better health, they live longer, and in fact, they have been much less likely to contract COVID-19. They're less likely to be incarcerated or suffer from substance abuse. Statistically, their children do better in school and have a greater chance of going to college. They vote more, they volunteer more, and they're more likely to contribute to charitable causes. There are even studies that show college makes us happier. Thank God. In 2006, the Pew Research Center conducted a survey to see if certain demographic or behavioral traits are more highly correlated with happiness than others. The study revealed an interesting finding. It says that people with at least a college degree are significantly happier than people with a high school diploma or less. There are a lot of reasons this may be true as I think about it, such as you will have greater financial security with a college credential, or you'll even have more leisure time. But I don't believe that's the whole story. I believe that higher education unlocks the human potential, that college gives us the time and the opportunity to explore our interests, to train for a career that challenges and inspires us, and it gives us a greater sense of meaning and purpose in life. Here's another benefit of college. It introduces you to people with viewpoints that may be different than yours, which increases your learning opportunities. And for many people, college is the first opportunity they've had to interact with people from diverse backgrounds of all kinds. This experience has prepared you, that you're getting this credential, and it is preparing you for the future of work, because America is growing more diverse with each passing year. And by the year of 2045, America is projected to be a minority-majority nation. So no matter what profession you enter, you'll be finding yourself working alongside people of all races, ethnicities, genders, religions, and sexual orientations. The appreciation that diversity that you got at Somerset Community College, it will help you to show that your education is valuable in the workplace. Now, I want to end my message on a more personal note. I'm a kid that's from the country. I'm from Clay County, Kentucky. I was born on a sharecropper's farm. My father was an illiterate coal miner, and he was a sharecropper. My mother had an 8th grade education, and she was the educator of the family. Father was born in 1901, mother born in 1919. She's from the Deep South. She experienced racism. She experienced a level of Jim Crow that was way beyond anything that we're experiencing today. My father didn't go to school because he really didn't have the opportunity. He worked in the coal mines from age 10 to age 60 until he broke his back in the coal mines. And my father used to tell me this story. He said, son, I want you to get an education because I believe if you get an education, you won't have to break your back in the coal mines like I did mine. There's nothing wrong working in the coal mines. That's not my issue. It wasn't my father's issue. But his argument was that he had no choice but to do that, and that education would give me other choices, that it would give me other opportunities to pursue those things that I just got through talking to you about. My mother said, boy, you need to get an education because you'll learn how to count your money. I took that as, Mama, you're telling me if I get an education that I'll in fact have more economic prosperity. My father and mother, although didn't even know what college was, they had never gone to high school. They knew the value of education. So what I heard was that I needed to do all I could do to change the trajectory of our generations to come. So as a first generation high school student, first-generation college student, first-generation graduate student, I'm telling you, education matters. It's valuable. So I believe, as you believe, that higher education remains the most effective tool. Not just with my example, but it's the most effective tool for all of us to combat intergenerational poverty, to create wealth, to build social capital, to improve our overall health and quality of life, and to preserve, believe it or not, the quality of our great democracy. As you go out into this world as graduates of Somerset Community College, I'd like for you to think about doing the following. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you to do the following. First, consider continuing your education and pursuing a baccalaureate degree. There are many degree pathways that map the quickest and most affordable path for you to do that. As you grow into your own career, seek out additional education and training so you can keep pace with the future of work. I still do this. Now, second, I would challenge you to serve as a role model for someone who may not think college is possible. If every one of you listening to this message was able to influence just one person to go to college, if you would be willing to help them navigate the admissions process and cheer them on during their journey, I want you to think about how that would benefit that individual and how it would benefit our state, our nation. Think about how powerful your action, individual action, would be. I want to thank you again, by the way, for allowing me to share this unprecedented commencement time with you. I want to leave you with one last charge. Be an ambassador for higher education. We need you. Be an ambassador for higher education. Just as I shared my story with you, understand your story and share with others. It doesn't have to be like mine. It is your story, but they need to know and they need to hear you. And I look forward to seeing you and your individual actions as we go through the next many years. And what I do know is that us working together to talk about the value of higher education, to tell our story, will collectively make this state even better. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck to you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your new life. And please let me know if there's anything that I can ever do for you. Good luck.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed high the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the
Marika Alexander, Associate in Applied Science, Interdisciplinary Early Childhood Education with high distinction. Jacob Allen, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology with high distinction. Austin Arnold, Associate in Applied Science, Computer and Information Technology with distinction. Madison Barker, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Jonathan Blake, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration with high distinction. Raven Bolin, Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, General Occupational Technical Studies, and Practical Nurse Diploma. Joel Brinson, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Dakota Burnett, Associate in Science and Associate in Arts. Jessica Childers, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Talon Cornett, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Rachel Decker, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration, and Associate in Applied Science, Interdisciplinary Early Childhood Education. Jeff Edwards, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, with high distinction. Carrie Evans, Associate in Applied Science, General Occupational Technical Studies, and Medical Assisting Diploma with distinction. Tiffany Gastineau, Associate in Science and Associate in Applied Science Nursing with high distinction. Charlena Gibbs, Associate in Science with high distinction. Melissa Hammonds, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Megan Harris, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Colt Hollis, Associate in Science. Christy Howard, Cosmetologist Diploma with high distinction. Thomas Huckabee, Associate in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Rebecca Hurley, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Jacqueline Johnson, Associate in Science. Matthew Jones, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Laboratory Technician with high distinction. Tamitha Kelly, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Ashley Lockridge, Associate in Applied Science, General Occupational Technical Studies, and Practical Nurse Diploma. Megan Longnecker, Medical Administrative Assistant and Medical Records Specialist diplomas with high distinction. Melissa Martin, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology with high distinction. Sherry Lovelace, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology with high distinction. Dario Jesus Matute Guerrero, Associate in Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with high distinction. Christina McDonald, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology with high distinction. Taylor McGuire, Associate in Science with high distinction. April McQueen, Associate in Science. Charles Mosley, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Laboratory Technician. Pamela New, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology with high distinction. Janessa Parker, Associate in Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with distinction. Ashley Perkins, Associate in Arts. Samantha Revelette, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Kenneth Rigney, CNC Machinist and Machinist Diplomas with distinction. Jessica Skaggs, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology. Jesse Stotts, Associate in Science. Bailey Tarter, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Laboratory Technician with distinction. Micah Thomas, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Laboratory Technician. Miranda Turner, Associate in Arts. Daniel Vandevoort, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Laboratory Technician. Stephen Walker, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Karina Webb, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Janice Whitus, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology with high distinction. Rebecca York, Associate in Arts. Ricky Bowling, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration with distinction. Benjamin Brown, Associate in Arts. Jamie Bryant, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Tiffany Chadwell, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Shannon Gore, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology. Kathy Hicks, Medical Records Specialist Diploma with high distinction. Jamie Hubbs, Associate in Arts. Brandy Huff, Associate in Arts. Heather Jackson, Associate in Applied Science, General Occupational Technical Studies, and Medical Assisting Diploma. James Jones, Construction Carpenter Diploma. Desiree McKnight, Associate in Arts. Megan Metters, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Carrie Osborne, Associate in Science with high distinction. April Parton, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology. James Peters, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Jimmy Rich, Associate in Arts. Cynthia Roark, Associate in Arts. Natasha Rollins, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Information Technology. Darian Tackett, Cosmetologist Diploma. Caitlin Warren, Associate in Arts with high distinction. Wade Wheeler, Associate in Arts with distinction.
Congratulations to our graduates.
From the faculty and staff of SCC.
We're so proud of your accomplishments.
You have worked hard to achieve your goals.
You're now ready to take on the world.
And you have made a better life for yourself.
You did it. Never underestimate you.
Now go tell the world that you're an SCC alum, like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Congratulations, class of 2020.